Welcome to the broadcast. Juno is the capital of the state of Alaska. Although it has a small town feel, in terms of landmass, it's actually the second biggest city in the USA, surpassing states like Rhode Island and Delaware in size. And recently, this large city has been experiencing a small miracle. The consistently underperforming students of the local school system have seen a remarkable shift occur in their scholastic achievements, displaying a dramatic improvement in subjects like math and reading. The secret of their success? Music. It's part of a unique new program called JAM, or Juno, Alaska Music Matters. And as contributing correspondent Mike Kirsch reports, the leader of this music movement is considered a master herself, being named Teacher of the Year and even receiving recognition from the President of the United States, Barack Obama.
Music has mattered in Juneau, Alaska since the town's volunteer symphony was founded 50 years ago, around the time Alaska became the 49th U.S. state, to bring a touch of class and culture to this remote and rugged capital city and its 30,000 citizens. A middle-class town of people working in state government, prospering from the added benefits of tourism generated by Juneau's scenic landscape and glaciers. Though not everyone here has prospered. A sour note in recent years has been Juneau's impoverished low-income community, particularly the dismal classroom performance of its children here at Glacier Valley Elementary, where a disturbing 70% of them have been failing basic reading and math. The seemingly impossible task of reversing this alarming trend handed to music teacher Lorrie Heagy.
You can tell that's way out of tune, isn't it?
Heagy says she immediately noticed low self-esteem levels among students here, not unlike her own problems with confidence as a child growing up in Pennsylvania.
I really struggled with reading, very slow.
Heagy says she remembers the day that all changed, when she began singing words from a poem that she initially found too difficult to read.
And my teacher heard me, and we turned it into a musical. And it was the first time that I felt really confident and felt good about myself as far as a reader, and that music is a great way to be able to express that and for people to feel part of something.
This philosophy cemented decades later, says Heagy, when, before arriving at Glacier Valley Elementary School, she traveled to Venezuela as one of the first international fellows to become trained in El Sistema, or the System, a Venezuelan program that uses music as a vehicle for social change. That since 1975 has reached more than 4 million mostly poor children around the world, including here in the United States, like here in Juneau. Heagy naming her own El Sistema-inspired music program JAM, short for Juneau, Alaska Music Matters. An educational journey for her young 5- and 6-year-old students that begins with learning to play the violin.
So try to find that.
JAM, Juno Alaska Music Matters, is an El Sistema-inspired program that came from Venezuela.
Ready? Here we go.
And it's music that helps us develop exceptional human beings. Music builds those critical habits that you need to be successful, so that when our students deal with failure, they don't just quit. Our hope is that they know how to pick themselves back up and continue to persevere, because they know in music, it's very hard to master all of these things, but then they see the product of what happens when they continue with it.
That product, learning to focus and self-discipline in their core classrooms, says kindergarten teacher Kay Peters. Her kids, she says, benefiting from 90 minutes each week in Lorrie Heagy's music room for JAM.
When we started JAM, it's just been amazing as far as the focus and the on-task behavior that we have in our classrooms. The kids are so much more confident in themselves, and myself as a teacher, I'm more confident. I have learned so much. I can play the violin.
Remarkably, since Heagy's JAM program has gotten underway, most students here that were once failing in reading and math are now passing.
Yay! You know what I liked was that you weren't sure you knew it, but you just kept playing the note until you got it.
The transformation here earning Heagy Teacher of the Year honors, including praise from President Barack Obama for the impact her jam program has had on education at Glacier Valley Elementary. Now in its third year, jam has 170 students participating from kindergarten through the second grade. That's a lot of little, hard-to-come-by violins that many families of these children could not afford. To the rescue came Guoha Shah. Guoha Shah arrived here in Juno some 30 years ago as a music student himself from China to join the town's volunteer symphony. Upon hearing about Jam's need for violins, Shaw convinced a violin store in China called the Seven Color String Shop to donate them.
This comes from Seven Color String Shop, and the shop located in Sichuan, Chengdu.
Now a private music teacher in Juneau, Shaw also donates free group lessons to Heagy's kids 1 day a week.
The man from China, Guoha Shah, he's the man who keeps this going and keeps all of us together.
Ready, go!
Joining Shaw here once a week is his top private student, David Miller.
We are proud to present David Miller.
Miller is a rising star, a noted concerto violinist in Juneau. Showing Heagy students that with hard work, they too can make it to a bigger stage in their lives.
That was really impressive. I've never seen that high of an E string.
Lorrie Heagy's contagious energy, say her fellow teachers here, coupled with the dramatic success of her jam program, has ignited an awakening here, a movement of sorts throughout the school to get students of all ages here more motivated by learning to play all instruments. Not even Juneau's snow boot inclement weather here, says Heagy, can stop the parade. Heagy, a Pied Piper, inspiring other teachers here to revolutionize education through various unique music programs.